I think these conversations do have to be had, just like we had, a year or two ago. It's like, what's the United States? How are they going to react to all this? And now we're just now getting like a glimpse.
And we've seen, we've seen like what sort of like levers they pull. They start sanctioning stuff. And
I feel like we haven't seen shit yet.
Yeah, this has been,
yeah. Like I said, once they realize, because DeFi it's a baby.
Yeah.
But once we start to see real adoption across the board, DeFi, the metaverse, cryptocurrencies, just the virtual landscape. Like,
I feel like the metaverse,
it's the biggest existential threat.
I feel like when it comes to blockchain, it is such the biggest. It's like one of the biggest curveballs that any country could face.
Yeah.
Just blockchain itself. And then comes the metaverse, where you have your own citizens participating in a new digital nation.
Yeah.
And now you got to deal with like taxes of like that activity.
I mean, we were chiming in on like a Twitter space earlier today for the Decentraland like community.
Yeah.
They were like fighting and bickering over like a $200,000 grant or something like that. Like, imagine if Decentraland's huge. There's tens of millions of users. They have the biggest DAO.
Yeah.
Multi-billion dollars of annual revenue.
Hundreds of billions. Yeah.
Hundreds of billions. Yeah. Potentially, rivaling real world nations.
Yeah.
Economies, GDPs, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? How the hell is the United States or like any government power going to like come in like, we need to negotiate with this DAO?
Yeah.
And like, we see like you guys are siphoning a lot of like economic activity from like our country or something. So
yeah,
how about our citizens who are participating in that? We need to like tax them if they're earning any kind of revenue, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck, dude. It's going to be a tough argument.
That's so interesting. God.
Yeah. But that's the government's fucked in that respect, respect. Cause
it depends.
We can't even agree on like little things.
It just depends. I mean, if the off ramp is a CBDC, like you need to pay your taxes in CBDC.
Yeah.
There's a chance that the governments could recover some of the activity there.
And also you got to factor in maturation. Just because these today DAOs are very uncoordinated and disorganized and chaotic doesn't mean future DAOs will be that.
Yeah.
We're going to figure out order and structure to all of this at some point.
I mean, I don't know, dude. We haven't figured out governance in hundreds of years. I don't know if all of a sudden blockchain enthusiasts are going to figure that out.
It might, just because there's so much like aligned incentive to have it figured out,
That's true.
It's better so than...
You've commoditized governance in that point. Now people who are typically not in governance, like spaces, all of a sudden, like you and I, we're in the blockchain space talking about the monetary system.
Yeah.
Like that sort of knowledge is sort of required to be in blockchain. I mean, if you really want to get into the fundamentals.
Yeah.
But in the same time, now you and I are talking about, working on governance systems.
Yep.
Right? Without blockchain, we wouldn't be talking about this stuff.
No, governance just becomes like a boardroom meeting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But this is like, how do we balance that, because that's still like an important activity. There has to be founding organizations that bring life to ecosystems. But then it's like, if you wanted to properly decentralize it, so a tornado cash situation isn't possible. It has to be like there's no single vector of attack.
Yeah.
If you want your ecosystem to sustain and to be, I guess, indestructible or I don't know, non-censorable, all the buzzwords of I guess Web3 blockchain, then you're gonna have to figure out how to bring the community into this
for sure,
and like really distribute like the ownership, the control,
voting power,
everything, the decision making, all that.